And like when I watched your video when you were like, Zac asked me for £100. Bitch, I was taking a piss because you were fucking
No, I
number
did say
one.
that was banter. I did say I think that was banter.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I did say that was banter, to be fair. Do you know what I
How
mean?
did I withdraw from PayPal when my PayPal was blocked? Because I actually had to make another PayPal because it wouldn't let me transfer to my bank. So I could only do
But
PayPal
can you
to
see
PayPal.
people's anger? Can you see people's anger? It just seems like excuse after excuse after excuse. Then you got the two women, Danielle. Was it Danielle that there was a problem there? And then you got the Sophie. It just seems like it just seems one person after the other, and people are thinking, well, what's going on here? He's making loads of money.
So you mean?
But one sec, Zac, you're not listening. You pay your rent, right? No, one sec. You pay your rent, you pay your food, but you still make a lot of money to be able to do that and still be able to survive on luxury items. You should be able to because you make more money than anybody on here. So even forget say yeah, you pay your rent, you pay your bills. So does everybody else. You don't have children. You have two dogs for God's sake. You're saying you've got two dogs like they're your two children. Two kids. You have dogs. You pay your rent, you pay your bills. You still should be able to have enough money to spend and to get home, a flight home. It just seems to me you're making excuse after excuse, and I don't know if it's because you have an addiction. But Zac, I don't know if it's because you have an addiction. Yeah, that's where this money is going. And you're now lying to people and making excuses as this happened, that happened. Do you know what I mean? And I don't hate you, Zac.
Angela, I'm in a country where sniffing cocaine would be the death penalty. Yeah? I'm here healing. All I've had since day one, since I've got here, is people discussing my fucking triggers. I've got people like and hosts like yourself telling me what my triggers are, what my drug abuse is. I've been told I'm on schmeroin. I've been told I'm on schmack. I've been told I'm on fucking Mr. Smith. But what? Because I'm honest. I'm honest. I've been open and honest. But what you lot have is no experience or education because you're sitting there going, scammer, tramadol, is in a country where it's very cheap too. Remember, do you know how much a gram of coke costs in Thailand? About £200. That's a fucking month's rent to Thais. You lot need to go back to school. Go to Tickley, say how much I earn, but you don't know my business. You don't know my business.
Well, if there is something that Sophie knows, I don't think that she should have come live and done what she done. If there is a reason.
I'm under a massive court case at the moment that I have to pay financially that is fucking crippling me. But people don't know about that because I want to get justice. Well, if you can't stand me, get your violins in.
Yeah, I understand that, Zac. I just think if you're going to borrow money, though, and make sure you can pay it back. That's all. And listen.
Well, do you know what? I just think I encourage people to remember, just because it ain't out now, and it's not Sophie's fault. It's not Sophie's fault. I don't want to hate on Sophie Bailey. Sophie is entitled to feel how she feels. The only thing that baffled me is we had a conversation before and I said, listen, girl, I'm struggling at the moment. You're going to have to get it when you get it. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. That's the only thing I'm baffled by.
Yeah.
For real.
Can I also just say what I said about the SH, I apologise for because I was bang out of order for saying that. Because listen, I don't wish any harm on you. I'd love to help you if there was another reason and not because of what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? That's all. And I understand addiction. I'm not saying that's what you have. Don't get me wrong, but I do understand all of that. Do you know what I mean? I understand that you're saying you've got a court case and that's where the money's going on. And if that's the case, then I understand that now. And thank you for explaining it. But you can see where other people are coming from, where they're saying that there's loads of excuses.
Have I sniffed cocaine this year? Yes, I have. I've sniffed a fucking lot of it. Am I sorry? No. Because once you hear everything, it will make sense. And anyone that's...
Can you understand where people are coming from, though, Zac? Because it just seems like every time you owe money, there's a problem, there's an excuse, or there's a reason.
Who am I hurting?
Do you get what I'm saying, Zac?
Who am I hurting? Why are you bothered though?
Who are you? Yeah. Listen, no one wants harm on you, but people want to, there are people that do want to help you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But are you okay though, or is this like getting too much for you?
I was okay, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but you know you can phone me anytime, eh? I did message you last night, but you can phone me anytime.
Yeah, of course. Right, I'll see you guys later.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And the people that he's hurting, he said who's he hurting? Well, everyone he's ever borrowed money off and never paid back.
Yeah, but I'm just really worried, but because I don't know him. Do you know what I mean?
That's how he gets away with everything, by pretending to be, oh, I've got this going on, I've got that going on, I've got the other going on.
Yeah, but I don't want to be responsible for what someone may do. Do you know what I mean?
Why would you be responsible? That's like saying Panorama, who does an interview with somebody. Are you crying?
Because I said a lot of things last night. You know what I mean? I said a lot of things about, this issue.
Angie, you're not responsible for anything. You haven't done anything to anybody, and you won't be the responsible for anything. You've done nothing.
I did mention his SH, and and I do apologise for that. I really do, and I don't want to be responsible for if someone does something to themselves. Do you know what I mean?
He won't, honestly. He won't. I don't think so.
He's in the box.
Chelsea.
Zach.
All right. I've got a question.
Go ahead with your question.
Go ahead. How can you have an opinion on anyone else's actions when you wish one of your closest best friends to die from blood cancer?
Did I?
To die?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I never.
Oh.
I said we'll have all the blood cancer. Didn't say wish anyone dead.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Yeah,
You said what?
I think you need to review the clip. I never wished anything on anyone.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot that I've let slide.
Let's not deflect, Zach. There's a lot you've let slide. Who the fuck do you think you are?
deflecting,
You're nobody to let anything slide. You absolute
literally have
whopper.
no leg to stand
I've
on.
let it
You are the
slide.
biggest
It's nothing
hypocrite
to do with you. Pay the money back that you owe people. I hope nobody gifts you again. It's crazy. Yeah, you're making Angie cry thinking you've got issues when you haven't. This is who you are.
Sorry. But it's the same thing. Do you not think it's embarrassing? You know, when you told everybody that Luke fiddled.
This sounds like deflection to me, Zach.
Well, no, it's just proving a point. Like
It's not proving any point. I don't borrow money off people. I don't borrow money off people. I don't not pay them back. I don't sit lying. I don't take drugs constantly.
So I don't take that.
Zach, this is about you, my love. Should we, Angie, let a few other people in the box then, because if my opinion's not welcome, because apparently I'm this rogue, let's hear what everyone else got to say.
I just don't want people attacking one person. Do you know what I mean?
He's not getting attacked.
Oh, no, it's all right. No, because you pull back from disclosing my mental health and my fucking sexual health when you realise that I wasn't well. You pulled a dirty move there and you realised you would have fucked up because the hive had your...
Boring deflection. Pay Sophie her money back. Pay everybody the money back. You owe everybody.
And you realised you made a fucked up move.
And
when you realised when I wasn't doing well,
you're boring me now, Zach. Deflection, goodbye.
Step back. No,
deflection, goodbye.
You're the same one that sat there and put bullet heads in Miss Red's grandchild. You're the same one that sat there and said that Luke the judge has abused Miss Red's grandchild. And you're all still sitting there fucking acting like it's normal. Like a bunch of fucking weirdos. Like evil queens sitting there going, ha ha ha, I'm bored of it, mate. And you've all sat there and pulled my life apart and said this, Zac owes Sophie £150. Well, what's worse, me owing Sophie £150 or evil queen saying that Luke the judge nonces Miss Red's fucking grandchild? What's right and what's wrong? You don't need to get your priorities right. Fuck you all, man. Fuck this. You're all fucked when I get home.
That was crazy, isn't it? I just feel like, because no one knows Zac's situation, no one knows him personally, and I understand he owes money, but I don't want to be responsible for dragging anyone across the Zap. I don't want to be responsible for if someone wants to do something to themselves.
I just come to be here with you, Andy.
Huh?
I just
don't want to be responsible for it, do you know what I mean? And I know I said a lot of things last night, do you know what I mean? And I don't know Zac personally, and I don't want to be, waking up in the morning when I say happened to him because of me.
He's back in the box. Do you want me to put him in?
Yeah.
Listen, Ange, all you've done is show me support, gratitude. You've been there I would never turn my back on you. I said to everyone in my chat today, was she pissed? And they were like, yeah. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to need to have words with her. Don't beat yourself up about it. Listen, you're a knobhead. You know you're a knobhead. I tell you you're a knobhead.
Yeah.
Like, it's alright. Legit, stop crying. Stop trying to get more views.
Sure that you're okay, though. Do you know what I mean?
Angela, stop wiping the fucking Vicks under your eyes. Behave yourself. Get serious now. Listen, I ain't gonna unalive myself. What, have you bitches? You mad?
Alright.
Listen, imagine the stories in the newspapers when they realise ZDB unalived themselves because of these TikTok creators and he got misread Luke the Judge, Eva Queen all slapped there on the paper. They'll be like, oh my god, these mingers, you're mad. Innit? But I just feel like, now's the time to, let's just say how it is. I've done my thing.
Sorry guys, I just want to get my food.
But I had a lot of time for Evil Queen until she justified becoming friends with people that dragged her through the mud for months for being a paedophile. And that's the end of it. I lost respect for her. I thought she was more of a dignified woman than that. But no, it's just, money, money, money.
I just want to make sure you're okay, because that's the most. That's more important, than anything. First of all, to make sure that you are okay.
I will be absolutely okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a lad that's brought himself up for fucking 25 years.
She's back in the box.
Yeah, that's a point, Zac. Didn't you support me through everything I was saying to everybody? That's actually a good point, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, I did, because I thought you were hilarious at the time, because I knew the angle you were coming.
Oh, so you thought it was all hilarious, but you've just said, wait till I get back.
Yeah, no, but getting to know you behind the scenes, I thought you wouldn't be that petty, and you're like, well, do you know what, why I'm doing this to Zac after everything you know?
No, you're a total disgrace, taking everyone's money off them all the time, not paying them back and all that. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
It is.
Absolutely. You're a smart cookie, Queenie. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, absolutely. You're nobody.
Let's go.
I think this is the first time Zac's actually stood up. No offense to Geeky.
He hasn't stood up to nobody. He's just went.
Oh, bitch. Listen, I was the first one to fucking go up.
You've stood up to nobody, you great big oaf.
Shut up, Angry Bird.
Can I ask you something, though, EQ? Why have you turned on? I'm just curious. Why?
I didn't text her back at 5 a.m. with the.
I didn't text you, so what do you mean text me back? Nobody texted you.
All right. Well, you're crying that I didn't text you at 5 a.m.
Nobody cried.
Well, I mean, no. Well,
more lies again.
You clearly are because you're bitter, bitch.
Oh, am I? And you're like a parachute, love.
You sat there
you're like a parachute. If
the only reason that I'm not talking
be like an umbrella inside
out. Because Zac DaBrat
get the skin cut away already. You look disgraceful, love. You're like one of those flying monkeys.
Don't do it, girl.
I think the thing is,
you're like one of those flying red birds.
I think it's like we all have empathy. I mean, we all have empathy for your mental health and what you've gone through. Absolutely, but at the same time, I think people are saying that you borrowing money and you do earn a lot of money on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? And just paying people back. And I think people are saying this. It just seems to be a lot of excuses.
No, there's not excuses. I told Sophie the day before. I didn't even know she was going live and she was chill with it. She was coming out to Thailand. We had plans. It's all just it's all weird. It's all weird to me. And Chelsea knows it and all. Like, don't fuck me off. Don't fuck me off. I've had everyone's back. I am actually, believe it or not, loyal. You know, and everything I say, legit, has never been a lie. From the paranoia with Donna and the fucking FYP show, I swear on my fucking mother's GRAVE capital. You know, but the only difference is because I'm a man. If I was a woman and I was preaching all this, you lot would have my back 110%. For real.
Yeah.
I've got receipts for everything. Listen. I genuinely hope and with what's coming in 2026, I hope that everyone gets behind it. Not just because it's me, but because it would help your friends, family.
Yeah.
You know, and Queenie knows it, and I respect Queenie, I respect Sophie for not outing it because they know what's coming. You know, and I'm just gutted that they've both thought that I wasn't enough. You know, I'm sick of living up to people's expectations. Like, you should like me for me being me, not because you expect something.
Can you see other people's how other people are feeling? They always. Because there is a lot of, and this is, guys, and I just feel there's, you know, there's a lot of kind of me kind of thing, me kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because it's about me, though.
Yeah.
This is my chance to say in front of 3.6k people how I feel. So I'm going to do it.
I'm scared of what to say to you, to be honest with you, Zac, because obviously of your mental health, do you know what I mean? And I don't
I'm not going to fucking top myself, Jesus Christ.
Just quickly, he said he doesn't tell lies. Listen to this.
And I have got savings, but that's one thing I won't touch. That doesn't exist, and I don't allow it to.
Oh, you've got savings. You don't allow the savings. So why didn't you pay people back?
Because there's been a lot of bucks and Monzo that I can't get out.
Just leaving that there, liar.
Girl, you might drop to a fucking wet fart through a fucking Oral-B flange. Girl, anyone that knows that you got a Monzo lockbox, I've locked it till I'm 40, so I've got a plan. Jesus Christ. Was that a mic drop or was that a fart? Come on, guys.
Locked it till 40. How long you got to go till 40?
I've had 2 years.
Oh my God.
Literally, I thought 2 years life saving on live stream, I'll get a decent amount. That's called saving. 1 minute people tell me I'm irresponsible with my money. Next minute, they're telling me I'm not responsible.
Could
you can unlock it, but I can't afford it because I'm wrapped up in a trust.
Can I ask you a question, Zac? So do you have a savings?
I have a trust.
Right, and can you touch that trust?
No, not until I'm 40, but I can add to it, which is what I do.
Right, so you don't have any other money apart from that trust?
No. Well, no, I have cash monies, but my financial position is no one's business. How much money do you have in your bank?
I'm not gonna reveal that.
Exactly.
But I'm not borrowing money off people. That's, you know what I mean.
I reveal more £600.
You don't know my circumstance.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
But I just think because you're borrowing money, do you know what I mean? And that's probably why people are feeling the way they're feeling. Do you know what I mean?
But have you ever thought that when people are reporting my PayPal, my bank account every day for fraud, everything that I've gone through for the last year, and the shit
stopping your PayPal. But the thing is, this is what I don't understand, Zac. Okay, you said that you spend £50 a day in Thailand, which is quite a lot of money. So if you can spend £50 a day in Thailand, so you are accessing money.
It's not off the course, but you know, there's rent to pay, there's food.
Yeah, I understand that. One second, I understand that, but you are accessing the money, right? You can get to your money because you are spending £50 a day in Thailand. You've got your rent, your bills, and everything else. So why need to borrow money?
Well, when I have to make a new PayPal because I can't withdraw $400 from the PayPal that I've originally created that people have reported for fraud, and it takes 4 weeks to investigate, and then people are reporting my bank account, you know, it's quite hard.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, don't shoot the message out, but someone is saying to tell Angie you can unlock a Monzo. I've got one.
Well, you can and you can't. It depends what you sign. I think everyone needs to read the T's and C's.
But I mean, I'm still not really getting the answers. I mean, you spend £50 a day in Thailand. You're in Thailand spending £50 a day, so you're accessing money. Why borrow money off Sophie if you've got the money?
Well, this was like a month ago, Ange. Do you know what I mean? I spoke to Sophie behind the scenes about it, and then 24 hours later, she's like, meh.
No, Zac. You then asked for a flight home. Money to get home.
Yeah, because I was in a position.
But you can spend £50 a day in Thailand. It's not adding up, you know what I mean?
I'm making rough estimates. It's alright. It's alright.
It's just not adding up to me, do you know what I mean? Are you stuck in Thailand?
Yeah.
Can you get home?
No.
Is that due to her money?
Mm-hmm.
But
no,
how you making money on? It doesn't make sense, though, Zac. You're spending £50 a day on Thailand. That's coming out of your mouth. £50 a day on Thailand. Yeah, you are spending. You got that money, yeah, but you can't get home. It doesn't add up, does it? Do you know what I mean? So can you understand why people are being the way they are with you?
Yeah, totally.
So I'll ask you again, have you got the money to get home?
No.
But how are you getting £50 to spend in Thailand today?
Dunno.
Oh, well, I think it says it all. It says it all. And well, listen, no, I'm not going to...
If you can't hear it for what it is, then Andrew, you don't know me at all.
Okay. Listen, I'm just going to leave it there. But listen, I don't want to, you know... Listen, I'll just leave it there.
I genuinely hope you all...
Huh? What's that said?
Literally, you'll know Zac DaBrat as a trailblazer. Legit. The real Zac shines through.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just don't think anyone should drag you over the step anymore. I mean, you have been dragged a lot now. Some people might say it's justified. Huh? No, what I'm saying is I don't think anyone should drag you over the set because at the end of the day, I don't think people are going to get out the answers, and you know there may be something going on that.
There is. There are answers. There are big answers.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Maybe there are answers, but we don't know those answers.
But the trouble is, everyone wants it now. They want it now. He's been caught out. Oh, you called him out. Is this? Is that? Everyone wants it now.
Well, I don't personally think anyone should be dragging you further across the set because there's a lot for one person. You've come in the box. You've had your say. No one's going to get the answers because maybe there's a reason why we don't know. But there's no point anyone just keep going on and on.
Well, I hope when everything comes out, I will get everyone understand. I hope it saves a lot of you.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying there's no point, you know what I mean? Because if there's something that's going on that we don't know of, there's no point dragging you on around the set. And remember, guys, let's not attack just that one person because it's not nice, you know, if everyone's going on about it. Zac's not going to talk anymore about it, do you know what I mean? You're not going to get the answers, that's what I'm saying at this moment. Zac, I don't know if you're still listening. Now, I've had a lot of opinions about you last night, right? However, I'm gonna take the risk on you here, okay? If you are stuck, I'll help you out with the flight. That's not something I'd usually do.
I think what's happening is if he only gets £50 a day, he's also spending that £50, isn't he? So he isn't able to save up to the 750 plus to get home on a ticket.
Yeah. Listen, I don't care. I know people saying, no, don't do it. Listen, I'm just going to take a risk. I've got the money. If he's stuck in Thailand, I'll get him. I'll help him get him home. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I really don't. But I'm going to take that risk. And if you need that flight home, then that's fine. Because I don't know what's going on, because he's been in Thailand a long time, which is very unusual. Do you know what I mean? He's got his dogs over here. He's been in Thailand a long time. Now, I'm not making excuses for the guy. Please don't think I am. But however, you know, I don't want to be thinking, oh my God, maybe we had it wrong. I had it wrong and he's stuck in Thailand. And do you know what I mean? And none of it does add up to me. It doesn't. But at the end of the day, what's money at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? And it's not your money, guys.
I would give it to, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'd give it to Gracie to book him the ticket, to make sure that he books the ticket. And
he's over there with his friend George, so why can't George, his friend over there, give him money? Why can't Gracie, who's more friends with him than you, who phones at 5 o'clock in the morning? It's not on you, Angie.
No, I understand that. I
so
get
he's
that.
not got nobody. Oh my God, he's stuck.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that, but listen, money's money at the end of the day.
Oh, he's back again. Fucking
yeah, why can't you just fuck off?
Because I fucking won't, and you'll never tell me, Zac DaBrat, what to do. Ever. You'll never tell me what to do. You walking piece of skin.
Literally,
Cassandra.
You know you are fucked.
Who wants to see the fucking messages to do with Sophie? Put me in the big box and I'll show you all what he's been saying.
No, put her in the big box. She's had time. She's had convinced. Go on, EQ. Do your thing. Remember, you hold a grudge. You're a bad, bitter bitch. Oh, the 2 quid. Kick it off. Are we going to kick it? Is this 2026?
Oh.
Can you still do screen in boxes? Oh, yeah.
Remember though, Chelsea?
I remember nothing, and I don't know what you're talking about in 2026, you big fat twat. Shut up.
What do you mean, fat twat?
You know exactly you're still fat.
I paid once. How many times did you pay for that over?
I had to show this. Does it go in my hand?
Isn't it? What's that?
Hey babe, do you have that 150? She said, yes, doll. Can I send it over Friday? Has everything been okay your end? There's one of them.
Yeah. And the next.
Yeah, I think I put these up yesterday.
It's like watching
you showed them, Ange?
Yeah,
I didn't actually show them. I just read them out.
Chelsea.
Okay, you've already shown them. There we go. There's the funds as well to the PayPal. That's meant to be closed. Someone try and send Zac money to his PayPal, and it'll tell you, even if it's only a penny, it'll tell you if it's closed or not.
Yeah,
say it can't go
my
through.
PayPal link is in my. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Thank you so much for that. I'm not gonna.
That's all you need to do to test the theory.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Queenie, you have to hate on me and I get paid.
What about George? Why can't George give you the money for a flight to your best mate over there? What about your new boyfriend? You've got a new boyfriend. You want Delusive Angie to pay for a flight and she's a woman on her own. Another woman on their own saying that they'll help you.
I don't want to bet.
A grown-ass man can't even manage to fund himself, finance himself, do any of those things. It's crazy.
Don't say that, they'll all come running.
Zac, if you are stuck, listen, I'll speak to you off TikTok, okay?
Sorry, I'm just going for a wee.
Right. I don't want you. Listen. Listen. Can I just listen? First of all, I'm not a mug. Okay. First of all, that I'm not. Okay. Now, secondly,
because you know what, Ange, if you're going to be a mug, you're going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Okay, but I'm going to take that risk, and I'm quite happy to get you the flight home, Zac. Okay. But let's talk about off TikTok. And I don't want to bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Can have a never loan off Angie. Only Zac.
It's not a loan. You come in the inbox.
Hold on, let's go for a wee. I don't usually hear that. 1 second.
I called it a never loan when you don't pay it back.
I don't want it back. It's just money at the end of the day, for God's sake. Yeah, yes, that could be bullshit. He could be the biggest liar, but I'll take that risk. That's on me. No one else.
And you know what, Ange? That risk is going to pay off. Either Queen or look a twat, or look a twat, because you know what? Zac DaBrat keeps everything.
Yeah. I just hope you're okay. Have you been drinking? Not that it matters. You're on holiday.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I've had a couple.
Yeah. Well, why not? I've had a few drinks last night. I just want to make sure, first of all, that you're okay. Do you know what I mean?
We get that pina coladas in because you're coming home, baby.
No, I'm going to have one more beer and then I'm going to go home. I'm going to book somewhere. No. But it's all been good. It's all been good. There's nothing bad.
Listen, just message me off TikTok if let's not do it on TikTok.
No, yeah, message me when you come off. I don't give a...
Zac, how are you taking money when your PayPal's locked?
What?
How are you taking money when your PayPal's locked? And you ask money off Sophie when your PayPal's locked?
Because I couldn't transfer it to my bank account. I could only transfer it to another PayPal, so I had to make another PayPal transfer from one PayPal to another to my bank account.
And you're playing victim, you deflect, just pay the money back.
Right, can I be any more honest, or what do you...
No, we don't. Why do you come on and fucking play on people's heartstrings all the time? And all these projects you're going to do, nothing comes to light, ever. Ever.
Mate, you're agoraphobic, don't leave the house, you're overweight, you stink of fucking Links Africa, shut the fuck up.
There we go, there's the true Zac right there.
Well, no, it's just facts.
You're taking money off someone's 3 kids. You ring at early hours, you don't give a shit, you just think about yourself.
Yeah.
You play on everyone's heartstrings all the time.
Right, you lot are going to ask such cunts.
It's true, it's facts.
Yeah.
Everyone, don't forget the talent show tonight at 7 p.m. B Square. Get your singing voice on. Enter 300.
Angie.
What do you mean?
Angie just had £100. He just had £100. He just had £100.
I've Lucy for her singing. I've cussed out you for your fucking racism. I've cussed out your missus for her fucking cotton field picking fucking
racism. You okay? You said the N-word, mate. You said the N-word live.
Yeah, I made one mistake.
You can't call no one out. You can't call out for racism, mate. You're a racist yourself.
Well, no, I'm not.
When you are.
Well, I grew and I learned.
Can I just say something though, Levi? Right? Levi, can I just say something? Listen, Zac's getting the bot. We're not going to get answers, okay? Right now, there could be a reason for that. One thing, Zac, let me finish.
No, I did not walk the moon.
No, Zac, I was going to say there could be a reason for that. Please,
no, I'm not Lindsay Lohan's brother.
Right, what I'm saying is it could be a reason for that, Levi. Okay, we don't know his situation. We don't know him personally. Okay? No, it could be the biggest scam. I'm not saying you are, Zac, but it could be all of this, okay? However, I don't think people should drag him after this because it's a lot on one person, do you know what I mean, at the end of the day? Because you're not going to get answers. What's it going to do? What's the outcome? It's not going to do anything, is it? Because we're not going to get the answers. And there might be a reason for that. I don't know. Do you know what I mean, though, Levi? There's a lot for one person to take.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, maybe, Levi, maybe. But what I'm saying is,
Levi, do you
one person all over this app is not going to help. It's not going to do anything, is it?
Do you think me getting grapes are boiled?
I never said that, but like when that time when listen, I never said that. You're deflecting. I'm all about the app. When
you were the first one
to
sit there and say Sophie said that against you.
No, let me speak.
You were the first one to weaponise that to me.
I never weaponised that to you. I didn't know you get grapes. I don't watch you.
Go ahead, Levi. Let Levi speak for a second.
So when Luke and everyone wanted to be fine with you, right? Do you remember that time he said, "Hello, Luke, how are you, mate?" You jumped in the box and mentioned something. You know what I mean? You just want to start with people. You play the victim all the time. Luke was going to be fine with you. And all that, everyone was. But you jumped in and said something in his box and he kicked you out and said, fuck him now, I'm not going to be fine with him no more. Everyone was going to be alright with you, but no, you just want to play victim and they get paid and all that. We can see right through you.
You know what? I don't know that with you, Zac, because you talk about the grape a lot, which I mean, I talk about mine a lot, you know, my trauma a lot. So which is understandable. But do you feel that maybe that's kind of...
I don't really talk about it a lot, to be honest.
No, I don't mean like that. I don't mean that, Zac. I just mean do you think that that's kind of what you've gone through as a big thingy, Bob? Do you know what I mean? Which it is, and it's affected you a lot. Maybe affected your spending, you know, all of it. So I was just going to say maybe, you know, if you was to get some counselling, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because listen, we all have empathy for you, Zac. We all do, you know what I mean? But you've got to understand from Levi's point of view, other people's point of view.
Have empathy for someone that you don't know what they've been through.
Yeah, but if you are thin, you know, we all do know your past and your mental health. Do you know what I mean?
It's not over. Whatever.
Someone's got a bit of an echo. You need to.
So what people are saying is when we're talking about the money you owe him, you go back to your trauma. We're not talking about your trauma. It's completely different. Do you know what I mean? So that's why people are saying you play victim is because you keep going back to yourself with you know, with what happened to you. And listen, and that's terrible what happened to you, but you keep going back to it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the money. And I was just going to say that's why people are saying you play victim. I'm not saying that you do play victim. Do not get me wrong, but I'm just saying. That's why people are saying it, huh?
He does. He's a massive manipulator. He knows how to play the game. Angie,
listen, I don't want to have an opinion on that because I don't want to be wrong and wake up and find something's happened to Zac. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I have to be careful what I say here. You know?
It's like Gracie yesterday, right? I said Sophie's wrong for bringing to the app, but didn't she not bring PD to the app as well? Like, do you know what I mean? He owes her money, and it's on 3 occasions. He said he'll pay you back this date, and I said to her Friday, he ain't gonna pay you back. He's gonna have some excuse again, and he did.
Yeah,
and he just had money to his people, and he said he's locked down.
I'm just wondering though, Levi. You know, he could have an addiction, and it's no one's issue if he does or he owes people money or he's in a debt. It's no one's people's issue. Do not get me wrong; he should pay that money back. But he could be in a, you know, like some people do, like a bit of a bloody, you know, where he's got debts coming out of his ears and he doesn't know what to do. And do you know what I mean?
I'm sure everyone else does as well, Angie.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I get it. I absolutely get it. But you know. I don't know. We just don't know him personally how he's feeling.
That wasn't Sophie's last 150 and she felt bad for him because he played on her heartstrings. How do you not know that?
Well, yeah, we don't know exactly. We just don't know. That's my question.
By the way, Gracie's a fucking liar. By the way, he does ask Gracie for money at the beginning of the friendship. He asked her for a couple of grand. She rang me and told me and said to me, "I've said no, I can't give you money, but I can come and pick you up and all that." If you remember, she picked him up. He went to a house and all that when he was feeling down. So he has asked Gracie for money as well. So he's asked a lot of people. She's just a fucking liar.
But do you think he could be in a bit of a rut where he's owing people money? He's in debt.
It's not our issue,
like all the other times
no, it's no one's issue. I'm not saying it's anyone's issue, but that could be.
But like all the other times before, with all his mods and these people who fall out with him, it's a repetitive thing. Angie scams people. He's a scammer. That's all he is. A scammer.
But that's the question: is he an actual scammer, or is he like in debt up to his?
Yes, and then he weaponises trauma to get out of it.
Yeah, victim.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I'm saying. But Gracie's a liar.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, EQ, but how do you know he's not just, you know, you're saying he's a scammer. How do you know he's just not in debt and he owes all this money? How do we know? How do we know?
Shush, Angie. Chelsea, why do you keep leaving, girlie? Why do you keep hopping out the box when I get in to call you out? Is this another London 2.0? Girlie, do not make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Chelsea. Chelsea, get in the box. Come on, evil queen. Are you gonna get in?
Are you, Zac? Can I ask you a question? Are you gonna post Sophie back?
Of course, Sophie. No, I had a conversation with her fucking yesterday. I said I'm gonna pay you back before I get the flight back to England. Do you know what I mean? The FYP ain't the same for me. I'm only 50 quid a day. I'm happy with that. I'm scrimping and saving. I'm not sitting here begging. I'm not in battle.
That money you spent in Thailand, you could have given back to Sophie.
Yeah, but she knows that. And I said to her, and she went, "Pay me back when you can." And then she fires up alive. Levi, shut the fuck up and stop being a prick, because you know how she works.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know. You said you'll pay back Friday, and then you had an excuse about a holiday. To go home on a plane.
Yeah, but you don't even...
You don't know how long you're going to keep saying, "Oh, can you send me this? Oh, can you send me this? Oh, I'll pay you back." And you don't know that. So
you two are nuts, mate. You mad?
No, it's just facts.
No, you two are fucking off your heads. Listen, I'll take every one of your heads off because you lot are mad.
Do it.
You're mad.
Listen, just pay Sophie back seconds. Don't borrow money off people on TikTok. You know
I told her Friday. I spoke to her yesterday. I literally spoke to her. And she said, "Well, when you can, don't worry." I said, "All right, babe, thank you." I said, "Oh,
was that actually what happened in Levi?" She actually said,
"Yeah." I was on the phone to her for an hour and 40 minutes.
Not with a flight, it wasn't. Not with a flight. That was before.
Shut the fuck up, you fat cunt.
That was before.
Oh,
that's the only insult you want. That was before. That was before.
Yeah, but to be fair, Levi, if she has said just give it back when you can.
No, Andy, that was before. Then he said he'll pay it back Friday. Friday comes, he asks for more money. That's taking the piss.
Taking the mic, and yes, I'm glad she didn't give him any more then.
You can send me all the insults you want, call me fat, I don't care, agoraphobia don't bother me.
Yeah. Listen, I just feel, I'm not going to lie, I feel I want to be careful with Zac because of his mental health and what's, you know, because I do think about his past and what he's gone through when he was sectioned and all that kind of thing. And the last thing I want is him to go back into that place, do you know what I mean? And I don't. That's why I say, listen. Like, I don't want to be responsible for for if something was to happen to Zac. He says nothing's going to happen and everything, but we don't know how someone is feeling inside, do we? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I do agree with that. He shouldn't be borrowing money off TikTok, and it's we need to tell people for that. We need to call people out for that and say, listen, don't be giving people money on the internet. It's just a really difficult one for me. If it was somebody else, I'm not going to lie, I probably would have gone in on them. Okay, but because it's Zac with mental health, and we all have the empathy for people that does have mental health, I feel I have to tread. We should tread carefully. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Okay. Someone said he's manipulating you. Listen, I don't get manipulated, love. What I'm trying to say is we don't know him personally. Now he could be the biggest manipulator. He could be the biggest scammer. He could be all of these. But do I actually know that? Have I got 100% facts in front of me to say that he's a manipulator, he's a scammer? No, I don't. But I do have facts that he have mental health, and I do have facts that, he did SH badly. I know it was years ago, but I do have those facts. So I will not go in on someone that is suffering with mental health. But however, I do feel it should be spoke about at the same time, yes. I just find it's a very difficult one because we don't know. We don't know what's going through his head. And I'm not going to wake up and find out something's happened to Zac because of social media. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel guilty for some of the things I said last night. But however, I still stand by my opinions. You know what I mean? It's emotional blackmail. It could be emotional blackmail, but it might not. That's what I'm saying. It might not, and I'm not going to take that risk. But like I said, if it was someone else, I'd go in on them. But because it's someone that you could say it's emotional blackmail, but how do you know? I don't have those facts. That's what he's doing.
It's not working.
However, I do feel that he should be paying people back, and he shouldn't be borrowing money. I still stand by those opinions.
I don't know, Ange.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know whether to put Toxic Dan in because I just don't. I think it's a lot, for a whole app to be going at one person. And I don't know whether to put him in. What do you think, Levi?
Who, Toxic Dan? You can have his opinion. Can you have his opinion?
Yeah, okay, Toxic Dan, I'll let you in. But can we have indoor voices, and can we not call him names, please? But if you want an opinion, yeah.
Morning. Levi. Listen, I'm not going to kick off. All I want to ask is, when is enough going to be enough for Zac? When is he going to be held accountable for his actions? Because we all have mental health, Angela. He decides every day or whenever that he wants to go and take substances, knowing that he also has bad mental health. He's done absolutely nothing to try and improve it. It can do the worst of the worst, and people wipe his ass for him all of the time. And then it's just, he's got bad mental health. We all have bad mental health. You have, Levi has, I have, people in the chat, we all suffer from mental health. But the fact that he constantly weaponizes it, like, then what has any of this got to do with Misread, with Evil Queen, with anything? Sophie called him out because he owes her money, rightly so, and people are saying it's only 170. It doesn't matter. If someone's been good enough for you to lend you money, you should pay it back. And again, I know, and like I said before, Sophie's hardly destitute, but she's a single mother of 3. She's gone out of her way to lend him money when he needed it, and he's decided not to pay her back. So she's got every right to be pissed off. And then when you're looking on Tickly, when you're seeing people living the best life, imagine, right, just say, was it Zac, say it was someone else, and they owed you money, and you were seeing them swanning around Thailand, doing what they wanted, bragging about having this, that and the other. Would you be pissed off, yes or no?
Absolutely.
So she's got every right to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying she should. I agree. I stand by the opinions I had about it last night. I've had my opinions on it, and I said he shouldn't be borrowing money. He makes a lot of money. He's spending £50 in Thailand a day, so he's got money. So he should be able to pay people back. He shouldn't be lending money. He should be able to get a flight home. He said he's got no money to get a flight home, but he can £50 a day to spend in Thailand. It doesn't add up to me. But he said there's a reason why, but he doesn't want to state as to why. you know, what's going on. And that could be the truth. I don't know. But however, I just feel that with me, I want to tread carefully with him because, yes, you have mental health. Let me just finish, Dan. Like you said, you have mental health, I have mental health, absolutely. But with Zac, he has SH in a very bad way where he was sectioned and nearly unalived himself. So I do, that is at the back of my mind. Do you know that he actually went out and did that? So that is going to always be at the back of my mind. So, however, yes, you're right with everything you're saying. All I'm saying is I just want to tread carefully. That's all I'm saying.
Whilst he was in your box as well, someone sent him £100.
He's live laughing his head off with his mate. His mate just went, "You're staying over here now, aren't you?" And he's like, "We'll speak offline." He's laughing his head off, getting gifts galore. Stop it. You're feeling bad.
Someone sent him £100 whilst he was in your live.
Crazy.
It's been proven. He's done it time and time again. Look at him. He's done the charity. He's rinsed. Do you not remember when he supposedly, what his dad said about him rinsing that man and then he fucked off to Thailand years ago?
Listen, I agree with both of you. I totally agree, but I also know that there's some people that can be laughing does not mean they're in a good way mentally. Do you know what I mean? I totally agree with what you're saying. All I'm saying is I'm just treading carefully. I'm not going to I said my opinions. Right. Everything you said, Dan, I said last night. I totally agree. I said it. I'm not.
What happens, Angela, when
back on that.
Skip to a week or two and is in the same predicament or is left or is doing it again, where would you stand then? Because this has been going on, bearing in mind, I could understand it if this was some 18, 19-year-old man. This is a near enough 40-year-old, hairy-ass fucking gentleman.
And there's loads of victims, not just Sophie.
Exactly. Look at that on my profile. There's a full chat log of what he did to Michelle. And again, I know Michelle was a long time ago.
I agree with everything EQ and you are saying. I agree with it. Where's his money? You know, but he, you know, I'm just saying for me personally, I'm just treading carefully because I did say things last night that I shouldn't have said.
But if you come to them now, you'd be so mad that you're worried about him and he's like, laughing like nothing's just happened in this box.
Go on, come to him now.
People can laugh and still feel a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's a difference between this context of it all. If this man has got such bad mental health, like he says, he wouldn't act the way he does, Angela. I get that people can mask, but he's absolutely taking the piss. Look at all the stuff he's just said about Evil Queen then. Oh, she was the best thing since sliced bread yesterday.
I mean, he definitely... Do you think... Can I ask you a question? Do you think it's... You're saying he's a scammer. Do you not think he maybe just owe loads of people money? Do you think he's in debt for the idols?
I don't know about everyone else, but do you think at what... How old is he? 38? He's not got one person there for him, not one genuine friendship, not one relationship with anyone.
He's over there with his friend, isn't he, as well?
Pardon?
Both. It could be a bit both. But maybe he's manipulated as well as he maybe owes so much money.
The man is a chancer and he's took a chance every single day of his life. I get that he's not probably had the best of upbringings, but that's not my problem.
He's just won the UK leaderboard, Dan, 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago.
So yesterday his supporters were saying you don't know his circumstances. Right, so he lives in what I believe to be a council flat, so his rent isn't going to be very high. He's not going to pay his council tax, but say he did. His outgoings are going to be less than £1,200. If you cannot survive on £13,000 in a month, then there's something dreadfully wrong.
That's what he won, Angie, and in one day as well. He earned thousands. He won the.
That's what he won. No,
this is what I've asked him many times. Where's the money? Why can't you afford it? I've asked him, but the thing is, it's like talking to a brick wall. He's not going out.
But the problem with you is you're like, oh, it's mental health. I don't want to be responsible. He's already doing it all, and you're just being fooled.
But the thing is, EQ, I do have the empathy for him because of his past.
But like Dan says, when tomorrow comes or the next week, and he's doing this, that, and the other, and it's still not asked, how are you going to feel then?
Listen, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I'm treading carefully. That's all, because of like I would if you suffer with your mental health, Dan. I find out that you nearly unalived yourself. I'd be the same.
You fucking nearly pushed me to it. You fucking dragged me all around this up again.
To it. Do you get what I'm saying though?
I agree with what you're saying, but I also think it's
what you're saying. But at the same time, I hope he's okay.
Do you not think though, when people are actively doing this, is my opinion. I think he does have mental health, the same as we all do. Yeah. But do you not think he's weaponising it and also making a mockery out of other people?
Yeah, but this is, once again, possibly. But do I have 100% facts that's what he's doing? No. So if someone comes to me and say they don't want to be here anymore, so you could say that same thing, or they're just manipulating their viewers, I would never know that, 100%.
He said he can't access his PayPal, so he's opened a second one to transfer PayPal from PayPal to PayPal, so he can still access money. He's found a way around it, so there's no excuse.
Can I just say, why would anyone, you know that Monzo, Starling, all of them, they're not a proper bank. They can just shut down at any minute. Why the fuck would you put your life savings in a Monzo account? Why? It makes no sense whatsoever. I've had a Monzo account previously and they just froze it and I didn't have access to my money for, about a week. But they can just shut it down and it's known on social media. So why would you put thousands upon thousands of pounds in a Monzo account?
Get your roses in. Do you know what it is with me? I only have a day off TikTok.
He's laughing his head off at all of you, including you, Angie. Come to him now and look at his face and go, I'll do it.
Giving me nothing to work with.
You're sitting there feeling sorry for him while he's sitting there laughing. Hang on.
I get what you're saying, but it doesn't mean he's not, sometimes you mask things.
Yeah, there's masking, there's absolutely...
Everyone thinks I'm skint, he's saying.
No, because I lost my bank card, I survived.
Look at his eyes, he's been sniffing, he's got puffy eyes.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the first time he goes out there.
Yeah.
So you're feeling sorry for that?
Thinking it's going to last you a month.
I'm just fucking dirty slag. I really... I know I love Jack. I know. Jay, there's 500 people in there. See, this is FaceTime.
I've got
So you're expecting him to be down in the dumps, Angie, while he's sitting there laughing?
You know full well what's going to happen now. Either today, tomorrow, he's going to be right up there on that podium because all of his supporters are going to be, oh, poor Zac.
Yeah.
And Danielle's got something to say.
Hi, Danielle.
I think it was scandal.
So my mum is Michelle, who's the one that was owed £3,700, which she did get back. She was forced. But how can I just ask, how do you feel, with all this going on now, that he's dragged me across the app for 2 years while I was fighting for my life? And the fact of, tried to say my cancer was not X, Y, and Z, saying I was a fraud, saying I should have my children taken off me, and he's done that 4 times now, even with last week, that I have been violently sick. I am very, very unwell, and no one gift me, please. And the fact of it is seriously dragging me down, that now it's a number 10 case because it needs to stop. And I've only spoken up because of this. I've tried to warn people for a digital footprint because there will be someone that has no support, that someone that will do something to themselves because they're stuck in a situation. And also I would like to say is he never paid the charity money back, which is on my mum's page. It wasn't Cancer Research, it was the Osborne Trust.
Has that made you feel like suicidal and unalive and stuff like that, Danielle?
Last June, when I had to wear a sleeve for lymphedema, which we begged him, do not drag me across this app. I am not in the right mental space. Now, for the last 3 days, I have not slept, and I do not want pity, do not want sympathy. My kids, my 10-year-old has just been put under the Mental Health Act because of my diagnosis. He has no idea what I am going through on here, and my children come first, which I have not been on this app for 2 days. Yeah, boo-hoo. Let's never you be in that situation.
But this is what I mean. Everyone's feeling sorry for Zac, but what about the victims?
I don't feel sorry for him. All I'm saying is I'm just reading carefully. I wouldn't want anyone to feel that way. That's all I'm saying, but I stand by my opinions.
Realistically,
I don't bring it on here. I am not a stalker. I'm not a Martha.
Realistically, how many people do you think is scammed over 5 years? Because
so with my mum, you can put Steph in the box.
So with my mum, it was 8, and then we knew about a handful others. And listen, look at what Steph's got now.
So you cannot send money to a PayPal that is blocked. I went on to Zac's link and I sent him 1p and it went through no problem, no questions asked. So his PayPal is still
working. Angie, your mental health played on because you're a mental health advocate. How is that fair?
Yeah.
You're having the wall pulled over your eyes, Angie, and I don't follow anyone.
You guys, I'm being manipulated because listen, I'm not.
I'm going to drop. I just wanted to see that.
But all I'm saying is for me, his mental, I'll make sure just to still see if he is okay. Are you okay? Like Cia said last night, and I think that is important. Just ask him if he's okay. Like if you felt that way, Dan, and said one day, oh, you know, I don't want to be here. No, you could be manipulating people. We do not know
but
that.
then what
However,
if it's
that's
a constant
all I'm
thing?
saying is to see if he's okay. It does not mean we can't have the opinions we have.
Yeah, but what if I kept on doing having shitty behaviour and then it got mental health, and then next minute I've used that card for 5 years solidly? At what point do I become accountable? Because there's only so much you can play on your own mental health before people start saying, well, what are you doing to increase your mental health, to improve your mental health? Because he's done absolutely nothing.
Listen, I agree with that, but however, I still agree with that. But I'm just saying, everyone should have just empathy for anybody that has mental health. I agree with what you're saying, absolutely. You know,
can I ask as well, where was his mental health when he got number 1 on the dailies? He was absolutely flying that day. And I get we have good days and we have bad days, but if people continue doing this, and again, if people want to support him, that's completely fine. But skip to the next 5 years, he's done a decade of playing on his mental health.
And what about him telling the whole app to report my children to have them taken off me?
I don't know anything about that, Danielle. To be
what about
3 days
what about
2 days ago?
There's 4.4k people in there. There's probably people come to in this now. What if there's people genuinely suffering with mental health, and they hear like what I'm saying, what Evil Queen's saying, and then they're taking that as a negative, and then they're thinking they can't speak out because you've got the likes of Zac who weaponise it all of the time.
Oh, listen,
it's
I'm not saying.
Shouldn't be
but
held.
Dan, I'm not saying right. People can't have an opinions, but I'm just saying to drag one person all over this app constantly every day is a lot for one person. That's all I'm saying.
That's because that person doesn't want it.
What I'm saying, we can still have empathy for everyone's mental health, but still have our opinions. But it's how we have those opinions. That's all I'm saying. You know, I just think we're not going to get answers from Zac.
Yeah, but if this person didn't do something to be dragged for, Angela, then he wouldn't be dragged.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I really do understand that. But I'm just saying it is a lot for one person for the whole app to attack anyone. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We can still have empathy and still have our opinions.
But
you could say that about my mum or me or Lucy or, you know, everyone else for 2 years being dragged across this app. What about our mental health? What about...
absolutely. Listen, absolutely. And I agree. You've got to have that, still have that empathy. And I do get what you're saying. I absolutely get what you're saying. I do.
Now, the thing is, as well, when he says about people attacking him, so this whole argument was between him and Sophie. Yes, it's come on the app. Now, if he don't want people to attack him, he's just brought multiple people into it. There were no need for Miss Red, there were no need for Evil Queen, there were no need for him to mention any. He should have come on and said, listen, either tell Sophie to fuck off, or listen, I borrowed the money, I didn't pay it back. What the fuck has anything else, what he's had to say, got to do with that? Anything that's happened to him in the past, anything he's got to do present.
Does anyone support Zac, you know, and think that this is, you know, what Dan or me or Danielle said is wrong, would jump in the box? Because I don't want it to be a hate live on one person, so you can have your opinions, guys. If you
to be honest, Angela, you know what I'm like, and this isn't hate live for me. I'm having a conversation with you.
You know what people are like, though, Dan? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what people are like. I think Snowflake supports Zac. I think. Hi, Snowflakes.
Hi, Andrew. I think Zac is very, very hurt. I think he's masking his mental health. I think he's using...
What's he hurt from, love?
I don't know.
I think it's hurt because he speaks on his grave quite a bit, you know, a few times I've heard him say
He made me come on the other week and speak about mine, Angela, in detail.
A lot of people don't give their life out on this app. Angie, you've offered him a flight home. Just get insurance on it just in case he don't.
He's not coming home. He's saying on his live he's not coming home.
Apparently he said he's not coming home.
That's fine. You've done what you can, Angie. Just get the flight for him, get insurance, so just in case he don't come back.
Can I just say as well, in Thailand, with the currency and whatnot, £50 isn't like our £50 as well. It's a lot of money, that, in Thailand. It's not like 50 quid here would buy you your lunch and a couple of drinks out. 50 quid would last you all day and you still have money left.
Is it hurting your pocket what he's doing?
he will.
Well, if he's borrowing money off other people, I think that's an awareness that people should be aware of, because
Yes,
you know.
and I understand that, but you've done that awareness, Angie. You've done all you can do.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I think he should be left alone now, on your behalf, I'm saying, Angie.
I agree with that, Snowflakes. I agree with that, because at the end of the day, we're not going to get answers. I've asked him questions, he's not telling, so there's no point keep going on and on and on about it. But however, just don't give people money on the internet. I say it all the time. You don't need to give me money. You know, just don't do it.
I agree with you, but I do think there is something wrong with
Right,
Zac.
so Snowflake, can I ask you a question? Obviously, if you support Zac, when do you think enough's enough? How long have you supported him for?
I'm supporting him as in...
I mean, like supporting, viewing, watching, not financially.
Yeah.
How long have you been like a viewer, say, for instance?
For years I've watched him, and he has got mental health, and he is masking it.
Has he ever done anything to try and improve his mental health that you're aware of?
As far as I know, he's been in hospital,
Can I just say something really quickly? Can I just say something? You know what I think with Zac? I think he's had a trauma. You know, he's been raped. He's mentioned that, and I think he can't get over that. Which you wouldn't get over it. So please don't think I'm belittling that. And I think he's finding it hard to move on. I don't know whether he's spending his money on rugs, and he does have an addiction. He's lying to people. He's spending it somewhere. That I don't know. He said that he's not telling anyone, but there is something going on in his life. He has said that. So maybe we don't know, but that could also be another form of manipulation. I don't know, but however, some people are saying he's a complete scammer, and that's why he's borrowing money off people, and he does have a savings. We just don't know the situation. But I think you, Snowflakes, is right. I think he is masking the pain that he's been through from his past, and maybe he just doesn't care anymore. And so that's why I do have that empathy for him. But however, I think people should still be able to have their opinions. But when Daniel's saying when's enough enough, what's the outcome of this? That's the question. What's the outcome? Are we just going to keep speaking on him every day, or what's the outcome?
The outcome might be that Zac will not be here no more, and I know it through true life experience. So I would not put anybody in the position like you've been put in, Angie, to take the choice to go against him. There's too many people against him, is what I see.
It's because he's upset that many people, though, Snowflake.
I get that. Let them deal with it.
So what like happened to me or my mum or Lucy or
my heart goes out to you. It is down to you to deal with.
Oh, you know what I think? The answer is we've done an awareness. We've said stop giving people money and pay PP, as well as Zac. Don't do it. It's the internet. You don't know who people are. We don't know his situation. We don't know how he's really feeling. Yes, people do mask their pain. I think he is masking his pain, but and that's all you can do. And then just let everyone get on with it. And if people still gift it in his put in his PP after this, that's on them. That's now on them if they decide to gift.
That's why I have no sympathy whoever does, because at the end of the day, the evidence is out there, and that's why I've done it, because there will be that one person that doesn't have that support or that strength and will get themselves into a situation because they're so vulnerable and do something stupid, and I will never forgive myself if someone done that to themselves.
But the thing is, Danielle, you've got to remember he's got a lot of people against him, and yes, you could say rightly so, right? But however, the whole app, or half the app, is going for one person. That must be a lot for one person, and for him to see that every single day. So I just thought we've done our awareness. I don't think he should be dragged further, and it's now on people if they want to gift him or if they want to put in his PP. That's on them now. Do you know what I mean? You now know. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't think we should be dragging him. So much one person can take.
Angela, can I ask you a question?
One second. Can I just say one more thing? Because there's no point dragging one person, the whole app, dragging one person every day. You just you have your opinions. You do one live. We've had our opinions. Then you drop it. Because what's it doing dragging this guy every day? Because eventually he's going to do something. Because
debunking the lies.
That's the whole app going for one person. What's the point of dragging this one person every day when you've had your opinions? We've had it for 2 days now, and it's just to put it to bed. And now it's on people whether they give to or not.
And will you answer this question?
You could push him over the edge.
Well, he's dragging me.
Leave him alone. All I can say
that's between
is
you and him, though.
100%.
You've had your problems with him already in the past. You've sorted it out, or you're sorting it out. I don't know what's going on, but I think what I see in his eyes and how he's acting, he's masking anything could happen to him any second. That's all I
At the same time, though, if he does borrow money, people should speak up about it, because I don't think people should not speak on it because of someone's mental health, like Dan was saying.
What you're going to do in 10 years' time when you look back and then he's just the same, laughing and joking?
We don't know what tomorrow's got to bring down.
Exactly, but what about with him? You can't keep babying him. When's enough to be enough?
What I'm trying to say to you, you've got to realise we live for the moment, grow up. We don't know what.
Right, Angela, answer me this question.
For you, Dan, is when you keep saying enough's enough, what's the outcome? Are you just going to keep dragging him across the app every single day? What's that going to do? It's not going to do anything but maybe pushing somebody over the edge.
He holds his hands up, he takes accountability and gets the help that he needs, if he needs it.
Well, if he needs help, the only person that can help him is himself. But I don't think the help is dragging him across this app every day.
I just want to know.
All I'm saying is we've done this awareness and say, listen, don't gift PP to anybody. He should pay the money back. But now it's on them.
Yeah, but my question is now, realistically, what is the difference now between Zac DaBrat and Sobriety Jack? What's the difference between those two?
What do you mean?
Because Jack gets dragged for the way that he acts online and the stuff what he does and what he's done in the past and his PayPal and everything like that. He gets absolutely ridiculed for it. Yeah. But yet Zac is held on a pedestal.
Well, no, he hasn't. He has been held accountable because we've spoken on him for 2 days now. We say he has been held accountable. But when do you say enough's enough of dragging someone on the app? When do you say enough's enough? He's had enough now. Do you know what I mean? I feel that's enough now.
But that person, he's now laughing.
We've had our say, people have had their opinions. Now enough of dragging that one person, because it can push somebody over the edge. So many people going after one person.
Money was paid back, and it's not. So it's all the lies he's coming out with that needs to be debunked, because he's coming across that this.
And it has, though, Danielle. It has.
Because everyone's saying that he's paid it back. He hasn't.
But it has. But are we going to be repetitive every day? What's it going to do? Is it going to help anyone? No, it could just push that person over the edge. Because all I'm saying is I can understand you, Danielle, but that's between you and him. That's one-on-one. Yeah. I don't agree with the whole app attacking one person.
Agreed. That's all. And I would never include anyone in mine in his beef. It's personal, and that's between me and him. And I will continue with the.
And I don't think it's fair that you get the whole app involved when it's between you and Zac.
I don't get the app involved.
No, I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying that's what people may do.
Okay, yeah, but then that's on them as well.
I'm going to have to drop anyway, Ange. Thanks for letting me
up. Thank you, Dan.
See you later.
Yeah, and listen, I stand by my opinions I had yesterday. I mean, I did go too far, I'm not going to lie, and I do apologise for that, because I shouldn't have spoke on his trauma, but the rest of it, the money side of it, I stand by those. He should pay that back. No one should be giving him a PP. He makes enough money. He says there's a reason for it, but we don't know. The thing is, we don't know if he's a manipulator, a scammer, or he's got debt. He could have debt, and he owes a lot of money. We just don't know the situation. He could be a rug addict. You know what I mean?
No one's entitled to have that funded for them, are they?
Huh?
No one's so entitled to have that lifestyle or their debt paid for.
I agree. And I totally agree. He's spending £50 a day. Where's that money going? Agreed.
Yeah.
That's true. He is in debt. How is he spending £50 a day?
So... but no, I appreciate. Thank you very much. But I just wanted to be clear up the charity money has not been paid back. It's between me and Zac. I don't want his minions after me, and I'll stand alone. But appreciate.
Yeah, thank you,
Danielle. I've got nothing against you. I've got the deepest sympathy for you.
I appreciate.
I'm not having a dig at you whatsoever. All I'm saying to you is now, from what I can see, is Zac has got bad mental health, and he's using to cover it.
However, that could be true.
We agree to disagree.
Yeah, I was just going to say, however, he could just be one big manipulator. Social media. He could be using his mental health. He could be using his mental health. Could be a big manipulator. But however, we do not know.
That's know. Yeah, you're right there, Angie.
But I've got nothing to lie or hide about, and my concern is safeguarding is the worst possible outcome. And at the end of the day, on him, it's on him. I can only do so much, and this is why. And it's come out 2 years later is that I haven't said anything incorrect. But appreciate you, Snow, and I'm glad that you don't.
Why would I have anything against you? Do you know what I mean? I've got nothing whatsoever.
Thank you. Have a nice day. I'm going to go sleep now.
For what you've done, to say the truth.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
I think, Zac's been through a lot, and I think that the whole app knows now not to borrow him money, so it's brought awareness for people to know not to lend him money if that's the case. But I don't think dragging him across the coals on a daily basis is going to help him or anyone else for that matter.
I think everything that needed to be said has been said. I think the whole app knows why keep rinsing, repeating, and driving him to estates that
I know other people he's borrowed money from, but I'm not bringing names into it. I know other people that know him personally he's borrowed money from and not paid back, and they're very angry with him as well. So it's obviously a rinse and repeat situation. But at the end of the day, you know, I think it's time now perhaps just to let it go. Everyone knows what he does, and you can either be there for him or don't be there for him. I just think it's I think it's time just to leave it now, really. It's between him and Sophie, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Let him and Sophie sort it out, not the whole app to jump on top of him. And if he is taking the piss out of everybody, he is, and all he can do is just stop giving to him, is what I'm saying. But if Andrew wants to get him a flight back where he might get help here, is what I'm thinking. He might get more help here, because you get everything there enough for nothing out in Thailand. Out in Thailand, he's gonna use and abuse more, if you know what I mean. In the UK, I think he might get more help.
I agree, it is between him and Sophie, to be fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're taking on all the back end of it, and where it should be just left.
Oh no, I'm not taking any of it. Do you know what I mean? No, I disagree on that one. But yeah, it should be.
Magic, can I just have 2 minutes? I know I normally come up and troll, just do what I'm doing, but I've watched. I don't follow Zac, but I've been watching off the background, and I've had the experience of tramadol. I had tramadol for 2 years through a broken ankle, but what we need to realise, people, is he's out in Thailand. He's taking a stronger dose of tramadol. More than he's taken from back home. So he was on tramadol before he went to Thailand. He's now out there. He's been on high doses for a very long time. He's been out there for maybe about a month or whatever he's been out for. He's been taking a lot of dosage every day. Now, they withdrawals, when he comes back, he's actually maybe withdrawn already that nobody knows about. He's now begging whatever he's doing to get funds for it. It's addiction lifestyle. You'll do anything with your addiction lifestyle. I've came for it. I'm 17 years clean. I've lived it. I've done it. I know an addict's lifestyle. I know the tactics. I know what you'll do to make cash. I don't know the guy personally. I don't follow him, but I've just been picking up, watching him nips from Thailand, taking high dosage. You've got to remember what it's like going to Turkey. Wherever you go, the dosage is 10 times higher what you'll get in the UK. So he's went out there on tramadol. He's went out there taking 10 times higher the dose that we've got, and drinking on top. His withdrawals are going to get harder.
And once again, that's hearsay. We don't know, what he's doing, how much he's taking, if he's taking it.
But he's admitted it on live that he's took tramadol that are stronger. He's admitted
Tramadol's for pain, isn't it? Tramadol.
Yeah, so it's for pain. It's for broken ankles, muscle stuff, and things like that.
Me personally, I don't blame the person that's taking it. I blame the people.
Tramadol's just a step down from morphine. Basically, it's a morphine-based tablet. That's what it is.
I blame both people.
I blame people for selling such an addictive drug.
But he's in Thailand, so he can get his hands on anything.
No one's got a GU into his head and telling him that he has to.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying, in my opinion, addiction. So it's one of those questions. Is addiction a choice? And I say it's a choice to first take it. But however, if you've got pain, or that's what you call an illegal rug, which many people are alive from, actually, more than any other rugs, is these these legal rugs. And I just feel that the doctors, and he's probably not getting it from a doctor, but however, when I give these people these medications, it's highly addictive. Absolutely.
I don't feel we can blame that person
from then developing an addiction.
Andrew's right. Medication is probably the most addictive thing.
An addiction because they abuse their drugs.
Not always. No. My friend's partner was on this, I don't know if it was tramadol, it was something from the doctor, and he unalived on it because he'd given him that and then something else. And because of the addiction that he developed.
Sulfadol and tramadol mixed together will take your life,
That's what happened to my brother. He basically went on holiday with his family and he was on, I think, tramadol.
Well, listen to this, Tori. My friend said, her last words to her boyfriend, because they had an argument, is to tell him to drop dead. And he died in the sleep.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but even if she didn't say drop dead, he would have died anyway. You can't.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is how she has to live with those last words that she said to him.
Yeah,
something like that she said to him. Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, as an ex-addict, I'll explain. At the end of the day, what you'll do is you'll deceive. I've got a sore back. I've got this. Listen, I've done it to my family. My family's at co-cordon in the house. Even to this day, I can say, "Oh, I've got a sore back." Whatever. You just want that wee done of relaxing and feeling that hit of just feeling downwards. That's what you look for, and that's what tramadol does.
You know what? Another thing, Cam. I also think with Zac, there could be a possibility if that's the case, and he's abusing the drugs, like you said, Torian, it's because of his past trauma. I think he's trying to actually. Blank it out. He wants to blank it out so much, and maybe he wakes up with nightmares thinking about what happened to him. So I think he needs help in that way and get some counselling for his trauma.
For me in the UK, doctors. So for me in the UK, the doctors will not prescribe me cocodamol, Valium, or anything like that because of my past history. So it's a no-no on my records not to give me that because of my addiction lifestyle. It's the right thing to do because. We can addictive personality. You'll play on it, saying I've got a bad back, I've got this. You play on it. Give me cocodamol. Yeah. It's just it's a play thing. It's an addiction. Listen, I've came for it. You'll play people inside out. You play the doctors. You'll do what you want. So on my records, I cannot have cocodamol. I cannot have any of that because cocodamol is basically a downer.
But can I ask a question?
Yes,
he's not really an addict. Like I hear what you are saying. He's an addict. He's an addict. He's an addict. Is he?
I'm not saying he's an addict. I'm not saying he's an addict.
I'm not saying you. Just I'm generalizing right now. Is he really an addict, or is he just on holiday right now and he's taking drugs? Because you got to understand, when he comes back to the UK, there isn't going to be no tramadol.
Yeah, but he has runs.
But he has. I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard them saying on live. I don't follow him.
You're too gullible on this app, man.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
We're not saying he is a rugged, and we're saying that's a possibility.
I don't follow him, but I've heard him on live saying he was on tramadol before he went to Thailand. And then I heard them saying while he was in Thailand, you get double the strength. That's why you can see in his eyes. His eyes are pinned. Listen, I'm an ex-addict. I can pin it out in seconds. He is definitely on double the dose.
I hear that. When he comes back, he's going to have withdrawals. He might not have had any trauma. He might be just one big manipulator. It's social media. We do not know. I'm not saying that's what he is. I'm not saying that.
He's took a high dose.
I can see it. No, you know.
I can tell you. You keep talking. I can't hear. Please.
Sorry. I can tell you now. When he comes back, the prescription the doctor will give you is not going to take his withdrawals for what he's been taking in Thailand.
Yeah,
not anywhere near.
It's cheaper in Thailand as well, isn't it?
It's double the dose. So, but when he comes back home, the doctor can't prescribe him what he's been taking. So the doctor will only prescribe you a normal dose of tramadol, will not touch the edge of what he's been taking. So anybody who's took tramadol will tell you there is withdrawals. They've got to wind you off tramadol. The doctor will not just stop your tramadol.
I don't think he's an addict. I think he's just broke, and he's put himself in a situation where he has no money, so he has to ask.
I can tell you high dose.
And do you think that the guy from Nepal has been on holiday is now addicted?
He said to him, there's a reason. He said there's a reason. He said something about a court case, that he's got some court case. So if that's the case, that maybe he's been giving money to a solicitor. Now that could be another lie. We don't know, but you've got to just take it with a pinch of salt with him. You know what I mean?
I just generally hope he winds himself down.
I think that's what it's basically saying, is that there's a court case, and I assume it's because of the his trauma, and maybe he's paying the solicitors for this court case. Who knows? I don't know. But I would have thought, though, if he was a victim, you wouldn't have to pay for a solicitor. You'd get a solicitor, wouldn't you?
Not everything is legal aid, I get. It depends what.
No, not legal aid, but when you commit a crime, right, they give you a solicitor. You don't have to use it to pay for one.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Usually, maybe not always. Yeah.
I think Zac has got a lot of trauma going on, and I think he's got,
We've all got. If I hear trauma one more time, we've all got trauma.
Listen.
No, you listen. We've all got
trauma. Don't be rude to me, Torian.
We've all got trauma, bro. Every minute you lot are talking about trauma.
Yeah, okay, but I would just want to say
trauma.
Things different.
Oh my god, this.
Torian, I agree with you. It's how you.
I got trauma. Tam's got trauma. You probably got trauma.
Absolutely. It's how you agree to live with that trauma, how you choose to live it. I can choose to go and pick up. I'm 17 years away, but I choose to go and pick up. That's not like
respectfully, Tori, and he was angry.
One sec, Tori, can I say something? But I think the difference is with Zac. Yes, everyone's got trauma. I do understand that. I think the difference with Zac, he has said that he was sectioned. He had SH, with those photos that went around, and he nearly unalived himself. I think that's the difference here, is that with that he actually attempted that.
But the only difference is that you don't know that he attempted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yes, it can all be a lie. This is what I'm saying. He could be the biggest manipulator on TikTok. We don't know. But I do take things with a pinch of salt. But however, I have to agree. I have to say to myself, okay, this happened, because I can't say it didn't happen, and then and not tread carefully in case he does it again. You know what I mean? So obviously, I tread carefully at the fact that he has attempted that.
I know the person.
No, he could be a liar, but I can't sit in my head and say he's.
Angie, one of your mods in here just said that he was gang raped.
Yes, he was.
But you gotta say grape.
Grapes, yeah, say
grapes. That's what I said, grape.
Yeah.
Oh,
but what I'm
saying, yours hasn't been dragged all over that.
Can I say something to him? We got to take everything with a pinch of salt. It's social media. Everyone could be lying about their trauma, this, that, everything, right? However, when someone says to me they don't want to be here anymore, I can't take that with a pinch of salt. I have to now tread carefully, because that person could do it again. So I think that's the difference with what I have with Zac.
Yeah, but Angie, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. That's the thing.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yeah, you do. If you're listen,
don't put that out, Tori. That's so wrong. Do you know
but Angie, it's true.
And one sec. I spoke to a woman in the park. Yeah,
that is wrong.
One sec, that is wrong. You can't put that message out.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong. It is wrong. You know how many people reach out before they actually do it? Many people. I met this woman right in the park. Her 18-year-old, she was putting flowers down. 18 years old, mental health. Right. She went for help, but they just couldn't help her. Right. She reached out to many people. She was always speaking on it. She's not here anymore. So many people reach out before they do it. And when people say people don't talk on it, they just do it, that's really bad message.
Angie, can I be honest with you? Yeah? I know people that have unalived themselves, yeah? I know 2 people that have unalived themselves, yeah? Let me tell you something. If you have got it in your head that you are going to unalive yourself, you are going to do it. You're not going to come on and be like, oh, I'm going to go and do that. Or you're going to do it.
No, one sec, Tori, that's wrong. You know how many people... One sec, Tori, how many people that I read about, they have spoken to so many people before they've done it, and they're still living today, and they're still getting help for their mental health, because they never nearly attempted, but they got help from their friend, they got help from mental health, they got help from a family.
Yeah, but it's different.
18 years old. 18 years old.
Yes, but
you don't understand, Tori. No, because you're really annoying me, because don't do that. Don't do that.
I agree, Angie. I've done.
One said, please don't do that, because I know a lot about mental health. Yeah, I'm not a mental health expert or anything, but many people reach out before they do it. But you're putting out a bad message saying just do it. If they're gonna do it, you do it. That's so wrong. You know how many people that are here that nearly did that, but they're still here today because of the help they got. That's the whole reason that you got mental health. I know so many people that have spoken to people, reached out to people that are not here. People do not want to die. Yeah, mental health. Yeah, like if you suffer mental health, you don't want to be here anymore. You don't want to die. You don't want to experience pain. You want the pain to go.
Angie, I hear that. Yeah,
you want the pain to go. You do not want to die.
Angie, I hear what you're saying. There's people out there that go and seek the help because they because they want to get the help. But then there's people that say it to manipulate people to get things, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the people that generally want help, that go to their GP, that speak to friends, that try and try and try. I'm talking about the people that use fake, broken fucking promises, that come on this app, that say, oh, I'm gonna unalive myself tomorrow, and then they come back on the app and they're begging for gifts, or oh, I'm gonna SH here, look at my SH everyone, and they come back on tomorrow and it's the same bullshit. That's the fucking people I'm talking about.
Can I reply to that? Absolutely, you're right. There are people that use emotional blackmail. Yeah, I'm not going to be here anymore. They're doing it for gifts, of views, and they're doing it for whatever attention, wherever maybe. I absolutely agree with you. But however, with me, and I only go with me personally, I cannot sit there and say, if somebody wants to not be here anymore, sit there and think they're doing it for attention, they're doing it for money, they're doing it. I cannot do that, because what if I'm wrong? Unless you 100% know that person does not want, they're manipulating people.
Yeah.
You cannot sit there and say, oh, shut up, you're doing it. Because what if I'm wrong and I go to bed and they're not here in the morning? I'm like, how am I live with my words, what I said? Meghan Markle was a good example. When that Piers Morgan went on there, he should have been sacked for what he said. He turned around to everyone on national television and said that she was a liar when she said she doesn't want to be here anymore because of the stress of that's what she was going through. Now, she could be lying, but how do we know that? And he sat there on national television, right, which was a bad message that he put out. And even the mental health was contacting Good Morning Britain, outraged by his words, because there's so many people that talk about it before they do it. And he pretty much was saying the same as what you said. Oh, why is she talking about it? She's a liar. She's an attention seeker. How do you know that? And I'll tell you one thing, I would never put my...
Apparently Zac's live crying right now.
I would never risk that and say they're attention seeking. I might think it, yeah, they're doing it for money, they're meant play. I might think it, but I would never put it out there because I could be wrong. Unless you know what they're thinking in their head, you don't know.
Angie, apparently he's live.
Angie, can I say one thing just before
he's live crying right now, apparently. And Kerry, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude to you, babe. I was just...
Can I just say one thing, Angie, before I drop down?
Yeah.
I agree. Angie's got her side was right and Taurine is right. There's two different sides. Angie's right. There's people who will take stuff and then regret taking it. And then Taurine says as well, there's people who will fret to do something but not do it. So there's two sides of this story, as I do.
But you know how many people that actually threat to do it, they're not doing it?
So I know many people who have took many of the stuff and then regretted taking the thing, or too late, I took it and they want out yet. And this Tory says there's people on the app all threatening to do it but not do it and just doing it for gifts.
Yeah, they might be doing it.
I agree with both of you.
However,
there's both sides.
I agree with Torian, but however, you'll never know these people whether they're doing it.
But you never know them because you never know.
Do never take that with a pinch of salt and say they're lying because you do not know.
You never know the person personally. They could do it.
Don't put it on social media because you could be wrong and you don't want to risk that.
Yeah, you're right. You never know that person personally. They could be saying they're going to do it or not do it, and they could.
They could be reaching out for help. You just don't know.
Everybody tries to help. But anyway, Angie, thanks for letting me up. I just wanted to share. Thank you for letting me up.
Andrew, can I just please say something? There's people every single day that want to unalive themselves, and you might come across one word, one saying, one person, one smile that might take that feeling away from you. That's all I'm saying. And do you know what I mean? Just everyone be kind instead of being nasty and always looking at the bad in people. Try and look at the good in people. That's all I'm saying. But be clever with it as well. All right then. Okay, take care, and I'm leaving. And God bless.
Thank you, Snowflakes.
Do you know what? My brother asked for help for many, many years, and he never got the help. And he went on holiday, and he actually jumped off a balcony in Greece.
You've got to be careful what you say, Stephanie, because you're going to get me banned. You can't get into detail.
Andrew.
Yeah?
Can I just ask one thing? Have you ever lived with anyone?
It was Kerry that said it, not Angie. Not Stephanie.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that. Angie, have you ever lived with anyone that has an addiction and they will do anything for what they want?
I've known people with it.
I have.
Oh yeah, my own partner has. He's got a crack addiction, all right? I know there's how many people in here. I'll be perfectly honest. He's there, been crying in front of me, saying that he wants to unalive himself and things. Why? It's because he wants things to feed that addiction. He wants that money. That's exactly what Zac DaBrat has been doing since how long? Because he's got the same.
Possibly. Yeah.
Like I get exactly what you're saying, but when it's actually things that I've personally seen myself and that I live with, there's a difference. It's not mental health. It's not a cry for help. It's a fact of he wants people. Like you said earlier, he wants to mostly blackmail people.
Andrew.
Yes, hello.
Andrew, listen.
Excuse me, he was talking and you just came up and interrupted.
No.
Whatever then. No, listen, Angie, honestly, you really are a good woman. Like, you know, everyone can say what they want about you, right? They really can. They can say, "Oh, you've said this, you've said that, you've said this." You really are a good woman. Like, you do have morals. You do.
Oh, thank you.
This one's drunk.
No, she actually does so. She does so.
I know, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I work in mental health, and I've just stepped in now just to give my opinion. I've never been in a box before. I've never done this. You know what I mean? But I'm literally telling you, just keep on doing what you're doing, but please do not get drunk and go mad on live and whatever. Just literally. Just be you, because look at all the people.
Babe, we're not talking about Angela. We're talking about Zac.
Look at all the people that come to see you, though.
She's saying nice things.
He's drunk.
Huh? What? So nobody can talk nice about Angela?
No, this is
Oh my god! I'm not going to do the FYP today, guys, because it was about the situation with Zac. So we've spoken about it.
Right. So is
guys,
he
I'm performing today on Angela's talent
Is he
show, guys.
no? Torian.
7 p.m.
Torian. Is Zac paying the money back?
I don't know.
Can't cope.
I had to lose Torian because I'm winning.
These people are mad.
I got a whole costume, mate.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I actually got a whole costume.
Can't breathe. I swear to God.
Oh, I can't wait.
Neither can I.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Angie, can I ask you a question? What do you think about the Zac and Sophie situation?
Oh, that's what we've been speaking about.
Yeah. So what do you think then?
I think he should pay it back. I think it's between them two, maybe not the whole app. I think he earns a lot of money. He should, shouldn't be asking for money. He gets enough already. He makes more than me. He makes more than most.
Yeah, Angie, listen though. Angie, listen. Zac has made 140 grand.
The comments are someone saying yes, someone saying no.
And that waste man, I don't like him, Angie. I do not like him. I do not like him.
Torian, yeah, he was.
I don't like him.
Kimmy, what are you sipping today? What you got in your cup?
A little bit of brandy. I've got a little bit of Ray and nephew. Wait.
Oh my God, you got Ray and his nephew. Yeah, she's gonna be on her head tonight.
Yeah, Ray and nephew. Yes, absolutely. But literally, no, Angie. Literally, like he's a waste man. Like, how is he begging your platform? He does beg your platform. He comes on here to get views. Everyone knows you're the queen of views. You know what I mean? No, it's true though. It's true.
I don't know.
It's
People
true.
say he was upset. Is he upset?
I don't give a fuck if he's upset.
Can I just say, right? If someone is struggling mentally, like we've seen the way that Zac is, why is people in here talking horribly about him?
Who?
Whether he's live crying or
Stephanie.
not.
Oh, you mean
why does it matter to you?
Literally, you have to take
Wait,
off.
who are we
I'm
talking about? Kimmy.
I'm gonna get vexed. So just take
Then
over.
get vexed. Get vexed.
Yeah,
if
I
you
will
want.
get vexed as well.
People,
like, who the fuck are
I don't know if you've
Who
been
the
through
fuck
mental
are you?
health, right?
Who the fuck
When
are
you're
you?
already feeling low.
Who the fuck are you though? On a real though. On a real
Someone
though.
who actually cares for people's mental health.
Not being funny, but there's
Definitely, I think Queen Kimmy. I think Queen Kimmy's going through mental health as well.
Guys, because I don't want to get my boxes gone.
Oh, she's gone now.
If I do get them gone, guys, the talent show will be on the 23 account. Okay, so whatever account, it doesn't matter. I might actually just do it on that one. We'll see.
I think it's absolutely disgusting how you can see that someone has been suffering with their mental health, right? And you can say, oh, well, everyone has trauma. Yeah, they do. People deal with it differently. Whatever is going on between this money situation, between him and certain people, that's between them to deal with.
Yeah,
people should not be coming on this app and talking complete shit about him and literally slating him when he's already feeling the way that he is. If he has come on live crying, maybe that's because he genuinely feels a certain way. Stop saying that he's manipulating people and things like that when you don't actually know.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I mean, you could say this is between just him and Sophie. You know what I mean? I mean, what's it to, with the app? It's to do with them two. You could say that as well, yeah.
I just think it's absolutely vile because you do not know what he is going through mentally. You are not in his head. You do not know. And coming from someone who has been through mental health and has tried to unalive before, you say that, oh, well, if people want to go do it, they'll go do it. No.
It's true. That's my opinion,
a
though.
call for help. He clearly knows that he's done wrong.
Yeah, but there's calling for help.
That's my opinion, and I'm not changing it.
Look, you can have your opinion.
Yeah,
but do not go
Definitely,
slating
that
him
is
on
someone
the internet.
that's also in the middle of suffering with mental health and is also in the council.
When have you heard me slate him, Stephanie? What have I said that I've slated him?
People came in here saying that he's been crying on live, and you were laughing, Torian.
Who was laughing? When did you hear me laughing?
You laughed.
No, I did not laugh. I said people are saying he's crying on live. When did I laugh? What are you talking about?
After you said it, you laughed. Whether you were laughing at that or you were laughing at that Kimmy girl, I don't know.
All right, well, I
either
laughed. What are
way,
you going to do about it? Nothing. Shut the fuck up. Getting on my fucking nerves.
People need to just stop slating him. It's gone way too far.
I don't care. Fuck. I don't care.
That's fine.
All right,
that's fine.
Go help him then.
If something
go
bad
over there and help
happens,
him.
If something
you're
bad
so
happens,
upset about
don't then
it,
come
go
onto
over
the app
there.
and be like, oh, everyone should
If
be
you're so
quiet, blah, blah,
upset
blah.
and you're an advocate for mental health, go over there and help him. Why are you in here? Why don't you go over there and help him? Go get him the right help.
I'm in here.
No, don't be in here. Go over there and help him. There's
him.
nothing you can do in here. There's nothing you can do in here. People are going to slate him. People are going to have their opinions. There's nothing you can do respectfully. So if you want to help him and you want to make sure he's okay, go over there to his live and help him and push him to the right direction, babe. That's what you should do. I'm sick and tired of people coming up here and saying, oh, we're slating, his mental health. Go and fucking help him then. Fuck.
Hello, Laura. Can we hear you?
I agree with Torian because I lost my partner a year ago due to suicide. He left her
guys, you can't say these words because you're going to get them banned. I think some people are saying they're doing it deliberately. You've got to say unalive, guys. If you don't know their TikTok abbreviations, please don't get into the box.
You know what as well, yeah? Do you know what as well, what I will say? Maybe, Stephanie, the reason why people are slating him and are having an opinion is because mental health has become a mockery on this app for people like these creators that come on this app and mock mental health. So now it's become desensitized because people don't give a fuck anymore because mental health is a mockery. Yeah. People decide when they want to support mental health and when they don't. People want to decide when it's a certain creator where if they want to help or not. No one doesn't have the same energy all around. It's a fucking mockery.
The thing is, the question is, we don't know who really has mental health and who's just manipulating people.
Someone could do, Angela, someone could do something so crazy and the first thing people will say is, oh, he's autistic. Oh, his mental health. Oh, he lost his dog. Oh, his nan died when he was 3. We all go through something. Every single one of us has gone through something. Just because we don't come and speak about it or come live. Do you know how much people that don't press live that are battling every day? Do you know how much in my inbox I get people messaging me, telling me, Torian, I don't go live, but I sit and I've watched your live and thank you. You've made me want to get up this morning. You've made me want to do this. There's so much silent people that are battling their fucking mental health.
And everyone deals with it differently.
Fine, I get that, but however, those are the people that we will never know about because they're silent watchers. Do you know what I mean? But people do battle mental health, but we don't know who really genuinely has mental health and who's just manipulating the viewers. That we will never know. But however, if someone says to me they don't want to be here anymore, I've got to take that as this, they don't want to be here anymore. I can't sit there saying they're manipulating the viewers. I might think it, but I cannot say that because I could never wake up and find that person not here anymore based on what I've just said, and that is their attention seeking or whatever. I can't put that out there. Do you know what I mean? It does get that people do weaponize it, but we'll never know who does and who doesn't. Like Meghan Markle, like I said, was a good example of when Piers Morgan went national television, told everybody that she was doing it for attention and that she was a liar. It was disgusting what he said. Do you know what I mean? We don't know how she felt, you know, and he put out such a dangerous message, in my opinion. So that's why we cannot put out these messages because we don't know who's faking it. We don't know who's real. We do understand that people do suffer with mental health, but we only go by what we see. And if these silent watchers are not shown, they're not, then, do you know what I mean? We don't know who they are.
Do you know what it is, Angie? I'm speaking from like my point of view. I'm someone that people see on this app as a big character, not even a big character, but someone that don't take shit, someone that whatever. And I wouldn't wish my life on nobody. There's days I wake up, I don't even want to get out of bed. There's days where I wake up, I think about not being here, but I got people that rely on me. Do you get what I'm saying? So as much as like people may think, oh, Torian's this, that, the other, like I don't have nobody in this world. Do you get what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that I can go around treating people badly or making an excuse if I do something for my behavior. There's times where I fucked up on this app, yeah? And there's not one time where I've turned around and said, oh, but my parents are dead. Sorry guys, that's why I've said it. I've had a bad day.
No, and I get what you're saying to him, but however, I just feel that also people can react to that person that is probably not in a good place in a different way than that we would normally talk to people. I think there's ways of talking to people, there's ways of saying things. If the whole app is going for one person, it's they're being dragged and dragged and dragged. I don't agree with that because, let's just be mindful what they could be going through, and we could potentially push someone over the edge. You got Inquisitor, he's not here anymore because of people that pushed him over the edge, and we've got to be mindful of that as well. Do you know what I mean? But I do understand what you're saying. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it is. Angie, I do. I agree with you that.
Yeah, but Angie, has he ever acted on what he's saying?
Too far, and I think that maybe he is at that point. Nobody knows but him, and I just think the money situation. Everyone knows now not to lend him money, and they just need to let it go because it's not fair. It's really not fair.
Yeah, I think we should shut it down now, to be honest, because people have had this saying, I don't want it to be another day, because it's not fair. I just feel we just got to be careful. We don't want to push him over the edge, and that exactly. I'm not saying we can't hold him accountable for borrowing money, but however, that is between him and Sophie. To be fair, it shouldn't be about the whole app. And number two, we don't want to, like I said, we can have our opinions on it. We've had our opinions, but going on every day, and have the whole app go for one person, that's not, whether you've got mental health or not, that's not acceptable either. Do you know what I mean?
That ends up becoming bullying at the end of the day, and that's one thing that we don't do.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want it to be a hate live. Do you know what I mean? I really don't. And the first question is, I hope Zac is okay, just like I hope Torian is okay, and all the people in the boxes is okay, and that should be the one priorities.
Yeah.
Like I said last night, just to actually message him, are you okay? And I don't want him to get hate. No one should be sending him messages, threats, or this or that. That's not okay. That's bullying. You can
Angie, just before
have your opinion on them, but don't hate on that person. Where it becomes bullying.
Just before I drop, I just want to say, obviously, got a lot of respect for you, Angie. Like, obviously, you're on every day. Like, you help a lot of people mentally, including myself. So, like, it's good to watch. But I think, it should be left here now.
Yeah.
Like, think about how triggering it also is for some of the viewers that are watching this.
And I think anyone that's doing FYP tomorrow, I don't think they should speak on it. But listen, I can't tell people what they're going to do on their platform. However, I just don't think people should be talking on it about it now. Because you can go on and on and on until it becomes bullying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to drop. But, thanks for letting me up.
Thank you, Stephanie. So we're going to shut it down now, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You can stay if you want, or you can drop. It's up to you.